All right, guys, Automatic Garage back today with a long lost customer here. Got the channel started out forever ago, and he's back with my old truck. Look at him. He's done grown a beard. I can't see nothing in the sun. There we go, it's better. Got Wicked 7.3 back, and she ain't running good.
She's sick.
She's sick. So let me turn around here. We'll talk about it real quick. We're not gonna get started on it today, but I want to do this intro before I forget what we're talking about. So this was how many years ago? 3? 4?
We did the injectors.
Yeah, 5 years ago. Okay. So we got stage 1, which is I believe it was 180/30, right?
I think so.
It's 180/30s, and we did a Wicked Wheel, FRX. You've done a fast pump and a sump since then. The air intake. You did coolant filtration. Anyways, we did all that. But we got a miss now. I got a cylinder 3 contribution. I'll crank it up here for a second. I'll let y'all hear what it's like. I'm not gonna go back through on the computer, but we hooked the IDS up and we got a cylinder 3 contribution. Fuel pressure is good. He does have a fuel pressure gauge right here. So fuel pressure is good. And these are single shots, so it does idle a little bit rougher, more like an OBS, but you can feel it in the wheel. It's got a miss when you give it a little bit of beans. You watch that seat shaking. So she's got a miss. We only got 197 on this one, so. And the story was you were driving, and all of a sudden you saw white smoke, and then you noticed the running rough and all that. So with the cylinder 3 contribution, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the passenger side valve cover. We're gonna pull all 4 glow plugs on that side. We're gonna do a compression test across the board so we got something to compare it against, verify that that's fine. If all that's fine, then we're gonna pull that injector. We did do a buzz test also. They all buzzed fine, so we don't have an electrical problem going to the injector. I'm hoping we just have an actual fault with the injector. And these are full force 180/30s is what they are. So I don't know if they're going to do anything for me or not on that. Cause I think, was it back then, was it 3 years on it? It may not even been that long. Because this was all they had was the legacy injectors back then. I don't remember what the warranty was back then. But when we get to doing that, we'll have the valve cover off and we'll show y'all what we're doing here. Because I'm a little bit sentimental about this truck, even though it's not mine. Lee's going to be fighting me to work on it.
It was yours.
Lee, how does it feel to be working on the truck that you grew up in? Spend all your time riding in the back. See, I got pictures of you in this truck when you used a little bitty fella. Bring back memories. You feel honored?
Yep.
I hope we're not going to find anything major wrong with it. It's going to make me a little bit sad. The compression test, I hope, is going to make us feel better. All right, Gary's going to crank this thing up before we pull anything apart. We're just going to look at all of our rocker arms, which I didn't hear any thumping, so I don't think that's what it is, but we're just going to verify all that. Hell, you can't see nothing. All right, we're on cylinder 1, doing a compression test. The hell was that?
It locked off. It's still on there.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
275. All right, so we did cylinder 1. We had an issue with our compression tester. It wasn't locked all the way on there because it was just a little too tight to the AC compressor. So unbolted the AC compressor. Did it again, got 375. Now the next one is the one that showed up on the contribution test. Cylinder 3. So that'll probably tell us something here in just a second. But we got our compression tester fixed. Verified that. And we're gonna see what we got on the other one here. All right, we're on 3. Did you feel it pushing back on you at all?
Do it again.
Hey, you notice how the motor sounds different with this one having, with us doing this one? Because it's not making any compression. That one was working. You know what I'm saying? Let's go on and do the other two so we got a base for this whole side of the motor. All right, we're on cylinder 5. Go for it. It's 375, just like the first one.
Do I even need to do the last one?
I would, just so we know what the real baseline. That gives us a better baseline for knowing what the whole motor is. $375. All right, so we got a new inspection camera in because I had to have one that's going to fit down this glow plug to see what we got going on with the piston. This was like $40 on Amazon, and I had another mechanic buddy who has this exact one. He said he likes it more than a snap-on one. So let's get in here and see what we can see down in this piston here and what's going on with it. All right, so as y'all can see there, we have a piston working all the way from left to right across that, from one side to the other, all the way through down to the edge. And then if you look opposite of that 90 degrees, there's actually another crack starting right there at the very center dish portion of the piston, starting to work across. That other little video I took of it, I bent the camera as much as I could to sweep it all the way around and look at the cylinder wall. All I saw was cross hatching. I didn't see any vertical score marks or anything going up and down the cylinder. I just saw cross hatching. So I do feel like we have a motor that we're going to be able to save here. Just called the customer, also sent those videos to him. We talked about it, me and Troy did, and told him that from what I'm looking at, it looks like the best cost-effective way to do this while still doing it the right way is going to be pull this motor out, drop the pan, pull the heads. Let's take the heads to my machine shop guy, who Eric, that y'all seen on the videos before, and have him check the heads over. And then we'll do a full master rebuild kit on this, new pistons, rings, rods, and main bearings, because I just think it would make sense if you're going to go this far, go on and do that, which will be resealing the oil pan while we do it. We'll do the new aluminum dipstick adapter, get rid of that leak point on there. Reseal the oil cooler, because this truck has still never had an oil cooler job done on it with 197,000 miles, believe it or not. So we'll do that. What else was it? He was talking about, depending on what his money looks like, we'll do S&B cab mounts while we're doing this. Of course, we'll be doing new composite head gaskets, and that should be it. I think that's the cheapest way you can do this and doing it right. And I'm going to send the injectors back to Full Force and have them flow tested and checked before we put them back in this motor also. And he said, why don't we just go on and do roof raft stainless steel cups in the heads while we're doing that. So we'll do roof raft cups in this. So we'll have a video coming on this, and we'll pick back up on this project when I get some other projects done. We got a cab up here finishing up a head stud job, and we're doing a bulletproof diesel external cooler on that truck. That's why the AC condenser's sitting right there. But I got to get a couple other jobs done, because I think we're going to raise the cab on this one, because it's got this whole entire winch deal on the front. This is the same one I have on my truck. It's heavy. It's not fun to put on and off. So I think we'll just raise the cab. We'll pull the motor that way. We'll set the cab back down, get the motor on a stand, do all this motor work. The truck will be pushed out of the shop while the engine's on the stand until we get the heads back, motor's put back together, ready to go back in the truck. We'll pull it back in, raise the cab back up, and put the motor in it. Just because I've got so much work to do, and I've got one lift to do it all on here. And out of all that work, I think we have 4 head gasket jobs here right now. So anyways, hope y'all enjoyed this video. This will be a project coming, so look forward to this. I'm sure it'll be a little bit of a longer one, and we'll go through doing all this on a 7.3, getting it back right. It's only got 197,000 miles on it. I was kind of surprised to see the cracked piston in there. And we'll be checking all this stuff out, and we'll see where Troy's at on his money, if we do anything extra, or if we're just going to do it as cheap as possible, which the cheapest way possible would be to pull the motor, do the 1 piston rings and rod bearings, and put it back together. I don't really think that's not the approach I would take with my truck. I'm not going to encourage him to do that unless he just says he can't afford it any other way. So go check out the other content on the channel here. A whole lot of 7.3, 6.0 Ford and Cummins content here on the channel. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Also, go to automaticgarage.com. We got merch on there. It's how you get in contact with us if you want us to work on your truck. Also, if this channel's helped you out, or you just want to help support content on the channel here, go check our Patreon out. Be considered a member of that. What I'm also going to start doing for you Patreon members, I know I have kind of dropped the ball on doing stuff for y'all on there. What I'm going to start doing is every video that's going to be on YouTube, I'm going to release it a week before on Patreon. And what I'm going to do, not only am I going to release it a week before, but I'm going to release it, that's going to be the unedited version of whatever the video is. So y'all can kind of watch stuff in long form, or, you know, if Bubba says something goofy or stupid that I don't want to be on YouTube, y'all will get to see that stuff on Patreon. So that's what I'm going to do for y'all. You'll get it early, and you'll get the unedited, uncut version of it on Patreon. So keep that in mind if you're not a member or have been a member and you're like, man, you ain't doing nothing for me to support you. That's coming. So sorry I haven't done that already. But this Automatic Garage signing out. We'll holler at y'all later.